Go. We're live, correct? There we go, 15-28 right off the face-off, just like I saw. Edina stands that up. It's a patented play that Mankato has as Sauter tries to enter the zone. Sauter fights off the body. Morgan now chasing behind the net. Mankato trying to get it out, pass, shoot. Fitzgerald now back. Nelson now able to capture it in her own zone. Wheels trying to get it up to Morgan. Back to Nelson, over to Shoot. Shoot now with a little bit of ice. Little sauce up to Morgan. Morgan collects over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald 2-on-1 with Sauter. Fitzgerald winds, shot, goal! That's a heck of a start for Edina. 41 seconds into the game. 2-on-1. Fitzgerald sends a laser past the tender for a 1-0 early lead. So if you watch number 8 for Mankato, she does not try to win it forward. She tries to win it backwards all the time, and it gets back near the point there. Number 15 for Mankato, she's constantly trying to win that face-off forward. Successful a few times against Edina, but I think Edina has that locked down this evening. Carter chasing into the corner, flipped off the boards. Williamson on the pinch. Williamson fights off a stick check. Mankato throws it back behind their netminder. They'll collect in the far corner. Heinen with a nice hold. She tries to flip that off the boards and get deep, but that's collected by Mankato as they're trying to win the battle near the blue line. And Forster flips that behind the netminder, and Mankato looking to exit. Swing and a miss on an exit pass, and Heinmiller intercepts. Heinmiller trying to control, bumped off the puck. Heinmiller no into the boards, trying to fight off a Mankato player or two. Mankato trying to back that up the boards past Helfrich. Shoots now got to go back to collect, and that should get there for an icing, and it does. 13:25 remaining left in the year in the first period. Your Edina Hornets off to a fat start in Prior Lake. Compliments of Mae Fitzgerald, that line staying red hot. Yeah, shoot back at the point with Helfrich. McGarvey on the face-off. Mankato looking for an exit. Their best skaters, number 28, trying to collect behind the net. And that just goes through the paint. Hoffman trying to get a stick on it. Mankato fighting near boards, throws it to the slot area. Weary escorts that behind her. Heinmiller trying to capture the puck on the far board. She's got to fight off a player about 3 times her size. Mankato now close into the dot. Dangle. And that's number 15. 15 and 28 are going to have the firepower tonight. 15 has some very good hands. They're slow hands, but she's big enough to create some distance between the puck and the defender. Heinmiller chases into the corner. I watched a lot of film the last 2 days. Mankato played us, and then when they played Prior Lake, and 15 has that just really slow dangle. You just can't go to sleep on it. You got to take that body as Fitzgerald gets it up to Morgan. Morgan in the neutral ice area. Little dangle. She's taken off the puck. Nelson comes over to Nelson, has her collects, trying to get back over to Morgan. Fitzgerald comes over action. Sweetster on a deep pinch. Mankato now going to have a 2-on-1. Nelson makes a nice job to step up instead of waiting. Sweetster to play. Fitzgerald over to Morgan. Morgan now into the zone. Morgan will dangle the backhand back to the forehand. Tied up. That's got to be a hook. We're not going to get that call. Boy, if that's not a hook, I just don't. I mean, if they're not going to call it, that's okay. It's just going to be consistent tonight, and that's just going to be offsides. Well, hey, if we let those go, we let them go. But you can't believe they will. They would have to call one of those if you're going to have 4 or 5, 6 of those the rest of the way. But Mankato gets, I think, the first break in the officiating bucket. Nice step up there. Shot, and that just goes wide. I think Mankato is having a little tough time seeing the puck on the 2 shots. A little difficult to read. Centering pass. Forster now into the corner. Williamson behind Weary, puts on the brakes. Mankato taking it away, playing a little keep away behind the net. Into the corner, Heinen chasing. Williamson able to come away with it. Williamson has to make a decision to get up to Forster. Forster trying to chip it up the boards. Mankato trying to come away with it, puts it back into the zone. Helfrich now chasing, Helfrich collecting. Up to Forster. And Edina's able to get it out of the zone. Mankato able to collect near neutral ice. Helfrich now collecting in their own zone. Over to Heinmiller. She's bumped off the puck. Mankato now able to enter. Heinmiller says, you take that. You bump me off the puck, I'm going to come back at you twice as hard. That's how it goes. Heinmiller wins that puck battle. Heinmiller muscles it out of the zone. Mankato tries to flip it off the boards. McGarvey intercepts. Little dangle, shot, and that hits the post. As I said, the goaltender's having a little bit of a tough time picking that puck up. That one beat her as well, but that found the steal. Nice poke there by McGarvey. McGarvey will get off on a change, and here comes Fitzgerald. Shoot, trying to collect, trying to get up to Hoffman off of her stick. Mankato trying to chip it forward, and we're going to have a little check, a little body check, and Mankato will go to the box for a minute and a half with 9:40 here left in the first period. So Edina will have an opportunity to get some special teams going here. Winner of this game plays Minnetonka. Minnetonka beating Chaska 4-0 in the game previous to this, outshooting them something like 47-11 as that shot hits a breadbasket from the point. Goaltender saw that one, was able to hold on tight for another face-off. $1:25 left here in the penalty. 9:35 left here in the first period. Shots on goal, 2 to Mankato. And that's going to give us a second one, so Edina's got 2. Over to Sauter. Sauter able to take some time and just shoot the puck, walk that in and rip it. And Morgan's got to come back and save the day. Morgan and Fitzgerald now trying to enter the zone. Carter overlooking things. Fitzgerald over to Morgan. Nice. Morgan waits, back to Sauter. Sauter with the shot, that hits the skate. Got to get a little bit of a harder shot from that, just rip one. Special teams not special tonight yet, but we still have 30 seconds left. Shoot's now going to get some ice. Mankato down a girl, so there's a lot of ice to be had, and Shoot's gobbling it up by the second. Shoot into the corner, centering pass. Mankato wipes that back behind the net. Peeled away by Morgan, gets it to the paint area, shot, Hoffman, and could not find the back of the net. And 8 seconds left in the power play, and Edina's going to get another face-off in the zone. As these opportunities go, these are not the games that you want to just let a team hang around. When you want to jump on it, the opportunity's got to be there, and the opportunity certainly was there that time. Edina had a lot of good pressure, came away with a really, really good opportunity as McGarvey battles into the corner, centering pass, and that's wiped to the near corner. Heinmiller collects, trying to get it back to McGarvey. McGarvey now gets it to the front, shot, rebound, save, another rebound, backhand goes wide. Mankato now trying to flip it up the near boards. Williamson shoves it back in behind the netminder. Hoffman now chasing in the far corner. Mankato punches it past her stick, sweeps her up on a pinch, trying to keep it in, and that'll get out of the zone, and Mankato will go on the chase with McGarvey able to capture back in Edina's zone, trying to flip it out. Not enough on it. Mankato able to throw it back deep with Williamson chasing. Centering pass, and that goes through everybody. Little sloppy play there, but Edina's going to be fortunate to get the puck out of the zone, and Mankato's going to be able to capture back in neutral ice. Williamson now coming away with it across neutral ice, angles it nicely to negate the icing. That'll go into the far corner, now back into the near corner. Mankato has a little bit of time to survey the landscape, and they'll throw it down the length of the ice for an icing with 7 minutes, 7 seconds remaining here in a district playoff game, the first for Edina It's got to be what, the second or third? It's the third for Mankato. Mankato's making the trip for the third consecutive night. Mankato putting the smackdown on Waconia 7-3. Back to shoot. Shoot. Throws it back into the corner. Carter able to collect. Carter taking off the puck. Heinen now trying to get there. Nelson coming on the deep pinch. Nelson's able to keep it deep in the corner for Carter. Carter now trying to get it to the front of the net, and that's poked away. Heinen now trying to collect. Nelson with a big whack in it. Heinen with a backhand, goes to the forehand, trying to get it low, keep it by the dot. Carter trying to dig it out. This will get back to shoot. Shoot now spins. Shoot, walking it in. Bumped off the puck, and that's going to reach Mankato as they're going to be able to get an exit. Well, flip past everybody, and that's going to reach Shoot. Shoot swings. Nelson now able to pick up. She loses an edge. Forcer now able to pick up the puck, head to Morgan. Morgan now entering. Morgan's just got to take a shot here and see what can happen. Tries to go 5-hole, and that's going to be covered up. Nice play by Morgan, 1-on-4. Shots on net are good shots, and with 6:12 remaining, it's been all Edina thus far. The shots wouldn't tell you that story. The goals certainly would not, but it's been, we'd have to think we'd have more than 3 shots, so we might have some fat fingers down there a little bit, maybe some slow fingers on the shot counter. They're going to let that go, and you get the come on ref from the stands. Yeah, I think that was just 2 girls going for the puck, and they got tied up a bit as Halford tries to get up to Sauter. Sauter up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with the move, 2-on-1. Fitzgerald, and they're going to be offsides by a skate at the most.
The pressure on Hornets!
McGarvey wins the draw. McGarvey backhand, wiped away, rebound, that goes to the paint. Sweetser steps in, shot, deflected, takes another whack at it, throws it into the far corner. Another shot, and that's wiped away to the near boards. Goes off a few sticks. Sweetser trying to step up. Heinmiller says, I got it. Sweetser's like, you take it. Hoffman now into the corner. She's taking off the puck. Mankato now trying to get an exit. Nelson stepping up into the play. Pounds that back into the corner. Asks Hoffman to go to work. Hoffman with a backhand attempt. Not enough on it. Heinmiller able to collect. Heinmiller now trying to spin. Keep it low. Giving up a lot of size there. So McGarvey says, I'll come over and even up. She's tied up and taken down, and we're not going to have that call either. 1-on-2. And that's wiped to the corner. Shoot now into the corner to fight. Boy, we have had a not cheap play, but a physical, grabby type of game. I didn't see the first penalty that they called, so I don't know if it was a good call or not. It was against Mankato, so for us it was good, as Shoot now is able to come across neutral ice. But she has speed closing on her. That's number 8. That's a centerman from Mankato. She has some wheels. He was able to close in on Shoot before Shoot was able to make something happen. Carter now fighting the corner along with Heinen. Heinen able to come away with the puck momentarily. Protects it against the board. Still has the puck and taken off. Mankato now trying to come away with it, but Heinen does a nice job of tying her up, allows Carter to come over and knock the puck loose. Nelson stands a play up. Nice. They go down. Oh, battle royal here. Yeah, Mankato wanted a few calls. Edina's wanted some, and that's loose in the paint. Shot, rebound, loose. A lot of pressure there, and Edina goes up 2-0. Williamson now over to Helfrich. tell you what, I mean, that was a goal that resulted in just a lot of pressure and some really deep, heavy pinching. And then we out-battled their girls in front of the net in the most important area on the ice. Threw it home for a 2-0 lead, 3:17 left here in the period. And you see number 28 getting that face-off right there, right? That's their play. 15 wants to shove it up. Either 28's a girl that wants to get that jump, so you watch 15. Oh, now they're going to switch it up a little bit. Morgan ties that up. So if you tie her up, play over, right? But if you don't, then it's Carter getting the goal on that. I think we had Heinen and Forster with the assist, if I'm hearing it correctly. We're going to have a little rush coming back the other way, and that's a little chip and chase. Fitzgerald gives way to Helfrich. Helfrich takes a look, trying to get it up, but that gets past everybody. Back to the point. Weary watches that go wide. Helfrich throws it back to the point. Little shot, goal. And that's an answer. 2-1 Edina. Mankato comes back and not really nice holds. They were able to keep the puck in and threw a C&I puck in the back of the net. That's okay though. I mean, listen. Edina hasn't been, powering things up, right? We've had a lot of pressure, but we can play harder. So might be a nice little wake-up call.
With the assist number 44, Charlotte Kirshner, and number 17, August Belts. That's the Mavs Campbell. Kirshner and Belts tied with the even strength goal, 12 minutes, 27 seconds.
Nice.
Pine Miller up to McGarvey. McGarvey over, and that's just past the reach of Hoffman. Off the boards. Now also with the shot tipped, and that goes wide. That's going to have to be played. Shoot now back into the corner to chase. Shoot gets taken down, and we're going to have a penalty, which is about the same type of a play that we've seen 3 or 4 times. So, you can't let them all go. You start letting all of them go, end the first period, second period, then it's going to get a little rough. Then it's, not on purpose, but the girls are just, going to have to, play to what's being called and what's not being called. So, fortunate that we've been on the power play now for the second time. But I think Mankato is the most penalized team in District 6. I know we are one of the least.
Step up! Step up!
That was the sense against Mankato for making power players. 2 is for interference. That's the Mavs. Winters for the girls have a penalty for 2:27.
Right, it's a power play.
35 seconds left here. We've got a 2-1 game. 32 seconds left in the power play. We're going to have Fitzgerald on the dot, on the draw, loose. Carter comes over to try to get that in the favor of the Hornets. Mankato able to keep it in. That's collected by Shoot in front of Weary. 15 left in the period. Nothing going. 5 seconds. Shot. Rebound. And the power play's over, and that'll do it for the period. All right, here we go. We live? All right, we're live. So, Ann, I think Mankato's going to come out super fast. I think Edina's going to come out super fast. But I don't think Mankato is in a mindset to where they are just going to lay down because they're down a goal. I think, if anything, they're going to bring some heat, and we'll see if Edina can match it. Let's see, watch this face off here and see. They try to shove that forward, and that goes over to 17, and Nelson trying to get it up to Heinmiller. Heinmiller now punching in the zone. That time it wasn't that play where she tried to shoot it over to number 28. Nelson over to Reese. Reese trying to get it deep. That hit some traffic, and that's going to be an early offsides. Mankato wins that draw, trying to get it out of the zone. Heine now trying to collect in the corner. She slams on the brakes, looks back to the point, decides to keep it low. Nice hold by Sweetster. Forrester grabs it. Shot. Goal. They'll take it. That rolled right up the goalie's stick, over her shoulder, and you could see the goalie's face as that puck was climbing her shoulder, like it was like, oh no, slow motion moment. She knew exactly what was happening as soon as that puck hit the stick, and she knew that that was going to land behind her. The only thing that she could hope for is it had a little backspin on it. It didn't. Forrester with the goal early, 42 seconds here into the third period. Well, she has not had a lot of goals, but that is the biggest one yet this season, putting Edina up too. So, timing over quantity. Absolutely, and she did exactly what she's supposed to do. Put that sucker on net and see if the goalie's awake in the first minute of the period after a first period resurface.
That's the Hornets Forster from Sweetser targeting even straight goal, 41 seconds.
Shoot up to Morgan. Morgan taking off the puck. The referee almost was going to blow the whistle and swallowed it at the last second. Shoot now trying to get it back to Morgan again. Morgan collects, turns it over at the point. Shot, that's deflected near the slot. Morgan now trying to collect again. Morgan now dancing near the dot. Back to Shoot. Shoot now trying to get it out of the zone. She's going to come across neutral ice. Morgan now chasing into the corner. Morgan almost able to come away with it. Mankato flipping it up the far board area. Fitzgerald able to keep it in deep. Heinmiller chasing into the corner. Comes back to the point. Nelson throws it back into the corner. Morgan now able to chase it down. Morgan centering pass and nobody there, and that's going to be taken away by Mankato. Nelson's able to stand that play up, and they should have an offsides as Morgan is getting off on a change. Garvey on the face-off, Heinmiller to her right. Looks like we've got Hoffman to the left. Sweets are able to get it over in the neutral ice area. Williamson pokes that back into the zone. High off the glass, that gets past everybody. Heinmiller will able to be able to collect in the Hornet zone as she skates in front of Weary. Turns it over into the slot area. Shot, and that just goes wide as I think Weary escorted that to the corner. McGarvey now trying to go wide, taking off the puck. Mankato able to throw it back near the blue line. That's kept neutral ice area by McGarvey. She'll throw that back in. Forster now, the goal scorer for Edina on her horse. You're always a little faster after you score a goal.
Yeah, that's right.
Carter now controlling. Shot into the paint area. And we'll have a penalty here as hope she's okay. Got up fast, so that's a good sign. So Edina will go on the first kill of the evening with 11:27 left here in the second period. Ooh. Puck back to the point. Quick shot, and that goes wide. Mankato now controlling behind Weary. Centering pass, that goes through a few, collected at the top of the circle. That goes wide. Mankato trying to get it in the front of the net. They're going to control into the corner. Shoved back into the corner. Williamson chasing. Mankato wins that battle, and Weary's got to stick that to the side. Puck's loose, still loose. And we're finally going to get a whistle. Just under a minute left here on the power play. Mankato with a little bit of pressure there. A couple quick shots from the point. Nothing that really reached it. I do remember this song. A few weekends at the campground listening to this. Right? Yeah, just playing a lot of video games, you know. Weary with the save, and that's going to be collected by Morgan. Morgan now trying to dangle behind Weary. Sauter now waiting for the puck to reach her stick, trying to flip it off the boards out of the zone, and she does. Fitzgerald now chasing as Mankato collects back in their own zone. Mankato now, a little dangle cat and mouse behind their netminder, tries to throw it up to the wing. Sweets are able to keep it in. We've got 34 left on the power play for Mankato as they're going to track the puck down in the far corner. Fitzgerald takes her off the puck, centering pass, but that's right to Mankato as they're positioned nicely in front of their goaltender. Mankato now across neutral ice, trying to get it deep. Sauter comes over and ties her up. Eats away a few seconds. We've got 13 left on the power play for Mankato as the puck's loose on the near boards. Williamson finally punches it free. It's going to reach Morgan down in the corner. 5 seconds left before Edina's even strength. Full strength now as Mankato now trying to get out of their zone. Some fresh skaters on for the Hornets. That outlet pass connects. Mankato now methodically coming across neutral ice. Shot on Weary. She escorts that to the corner. Shot back to the point. High wrister. That goes probably about 4 or 5 feet over the crossbar. Forster up to Heinen. Heinen and Carter have a 2-on-1. Wow, dang, that was a close one. That just got tipped. And Mankato had a really nice back check to even things up at the end there. Shoot now collecting. Over to Forster. Up to Nelson. Up to Heinen. Back to Forster. Forster with a little chip and chase. Hoffman there trying to create all sorts of problems for Mankato as they try to operate behind their netminder. Heinmiller doing the same. You know, the one person that doesn't look slow from way up here is Heinmiller. Different angle today. We're about 300 feet above ice level. McGarvey throws a hard shot on the ice, and that's wiped away. Good idea by McGarvey. Didn't have much. Decided to test the goaltender's skill. Mankato now coming back the other way. A 3-2 game. All right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Scoring for Mankato, number 8, Peterson. That's the Mavericks. Peterson, unassisted, attack the even strength goal, 7 minutes, 3 seconds.
Well, let's see if Edina can get one back here and answer again. Icing waved off. Williamson will have to try to track down the corner. She does. Plays it off the boards over to Sauter. Sauter now turns it over near the slot. Shot, and that just hits Weary in the nick of time as that goes into the corner. Mankato with a little pressure now. The momentum in Mankato's favor as Edina's having a tough time getting out of the zone. Early in the game, they had a little bit of an easier time, and Edina will take an icing. Yeah, a little different game the last 3 or 4 minutes of this hockey game. Mankato looking a little faster. Puck's been in the right spot for Mankato a little bit more than it has been earlier in the contest. Garvey on the dot, over to Sweetster. Nelson trying to get it up to Heinmiller. Heinmiller's got I think a tough collection in the boards, but she muscles it out. McGarvey trying to come away with it. Mankato now trying to get it back into the zone. They muscled into the zone, but Edina whacks it back out. 11 offsides with 6:27 remaining here in the second period. Garvey on the dot, mates. Let's even get a face-off win here at 5:51 remaining. It's the toughest save in hockey, right? Puck barely getting you, a fast forward closing in, knowing if you misplay it, it's going to be just one of those goals. I mean, there's a lot of pressure to let one of those things get past you. She recovered just in time before McGarvey was able to get there. Heinen with a little dangle, and that's deflected and off the glass behind the net. Back to the point, and that's going to be an offsides as Forster wasn't able to hold it in. Well, I tell you what, I mean, it's not been a very efficient played game. You know, I think 2 of the goals Mankato would love to have back. Our goals, yeah, they've been okay. I mean, that last one was deflected off Nelson's stick. I think went bar in, post in. Sauter up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald now trying to change that. Fitzgerald said, I'll show you a good goal here if I can just get loose. Mankato with a little tough time getting it out. Shoot now able to collect back at neutral ice. Intercepted by McGarvey and just tied up. Otherwise, that was going to hit the back of the nylon. That'll be escorted all the way down the length of the ice. We'll have an ice with 4:39 remaining, second period. It's got to be that we're so high that the play just looks slow down there on both teams, right? You're used to sitting way or standing way down. Kind of like when you go to a Wild game, you're way up there. It just looks so much slower. Get a good look at what's going on though as Mankato tries to hit an exit, and this is a player you have to look out for a bit. Number 8, all over Sweetser, punches a puck loose up the far boards. That's going to reach the point. Shot, that hits McGarvey in the back, collected by Mankato. Shot, that hits Sweetser near the shoulder pads. Puck's now digging for in the corners. You got McGarvey and Sweetser and 2 Mankato players. Sweetser able to come away with it. Nice play by Sweetser. She tries to escort that up the near boards. That's a nice hold by Mankato. Heinmiller muscles it out, but Mankato able to touch it back into the zone, but they weren't able to get onside. So with 3:48 remaining here in the second period, we'll have a face-off just outside of the Hornet zone. Shots are 9-9 according to the scoreboard. I don't know that that's entirely accurate. It's not probably too far off. You know, it's not one of the games where we've been out shooting, 3-1, right? We've had those games where we've outshot teams, 38-11, but that's not this game yet. Save. Back to the point. Weary watches that go wide. Nelson backhand that flips out of the zone to the neutral ice area. Heinen chasing. This will have to be played as Fitzgerald's going to grab it before it hits the line. Fitzgerald turns it over near the dot, centering pass, and that hit goes behind the net. We've had a lot of turnovers in that area as Morgan looks to get another one on the board. She's tied up, no call. You know what I mean? We've had a lot of those turnovers tonight. And Mankato isn't an overly fast team. They might be playing faster than it looks like, though. Fitzgerald over to Sauter. Well, that's really something we'll have to shore up before next game, no matter who we play. Well, we could use the next one. Now they've got shots in Mankato's favor, 10-9. Come on, that can't be right, is it? Say it ain't so. McGarvey now coming away with the puck as she's going to be able to enter. Pass Hoffman. Hoffman winds right in the gut. Goaltender did a nice job of coming out and playing that angle. Challenged Hoffman. From up here it looked like that anyways. Nice spin move there by Heinmiller to create some seconds, and that goes past Shoot as she's getting back in the defensive position. Up to Carter. Carter now looking for a shot. Mankato with the poke check at the last second. Nelson now able to try to collect in the zone, but Mankato's on a change. Weary sees that.
It's not over yet.
40 seconds left. Mankato came off the change, had a tough angle shot. We were able to get a stick on at the last second. Mankato now controlling near the dot. Shoot coming over to give some assistance, so she's going to try to take matters in her own hand. That gets back to the point.
To the other team. God.
20 seconds left, and we're going to get an offsides as that reached outside the zone, barely. Mankato had no choice but to throw it back in. Well, as we said, coming into the period, we didn't feel like they were outplaying them. Like we had more zone time, we had more pressure early on by far. It didn't look like, Edina was, a 3 or 4 goal better team. Like at Braemar, I think we did win, 7-4 on that, 7-3 on that game? And that should do it for the second period of hockey. Third period of hockey, 15 on the clock, 3-2 Hornets, and hate to state the obvious, but the next one is a very important one if there will be a next one. Shoot now wheeling back into her own zone. Taken away, Nelson comes over and wipes it out of trouble. And we'll have an icing with 21 seconds gone. And I got a bit of a cold too, so a little bit. So I need to get even more excited. Williamson sweeps her back at the point. Morgan trying to peel it off the boards. Morgan now trying to operate, gets it back to Williamson. Williamson trying to shove it back deep. That's off a Mankato stick. Fitzgerald gathers near the dot. Centering pass goes to the far boards. Mankato takes a whack at it. That should hit the angle where it should be difficult to get there. And that's going to be waved off, and Williamson's going to have to play it behind Weary. Williamson now trying to get it up the boards. That's going to be past Morgan, and Mankato will be able to collect in their own zone. They'll have some time to make a decision or two, and they go high, and that's going to be played with the high stick, but no call. Helfrich will have to collect near Weary. Waxap back out of the zone. Fitzgerald now collecting. Fitzgerald now has Morgan. Shot deflected into traffic. Morgan now entering. Mankato trying to tie her up. They're trying to muscle out of the zone, they do. And if you want to look up, let's just get out of this game in the dictionary. You're going to see a video of this one right here. Let's just get out of here. This game is going to, I don't think dictionary's got video content, but you would see this exact game. Carter now trying to get it to Heinen. Heinen now entering the zone. Forced wide. Mankato trying to touch her off the puck. They do, but Heinen's going to be able to recollect in the far corner. She's rubbed off the puck. Carter comes over to help out. That's whacked back the other way. Nelson now Little shot. That's going to be saved into the corner. Carter back over to Heinen. Heinen spinning. Carter and Heinen are like 2 inches away from each other. They got to spread out. Heinen trying to eat away a couple seconds there. Nelson and Heinen doing a nice job so they can get some fresh legs. 2 of those legs being Hoffman's as Hoffman tries to take her off the puck. Shoot now back at the point. Heinmiller surveying the landscape, trying to figure out where that puck might spit to. And Mankato able to finally get it out.
Turn shooter, wheel!
Nice play there by Hoffman to get there and disrupt things. McGarvey getting a stick on it. Mankato coming away with it. Nice job by McGarvey to not only get back, but take it away. It's going to get physical here down the stretch with 11:40 remaining, I think. I think it's going to be a hard-played hockey game, so that'll be something to keep an eye on as Hoffman looks to collect in the corner, throws it against the side of the net. Mankato now exiting. Nice stick there by McGarvey. Nelson dumps that back into the zone. Sauter going to chase. Edina will get some fresh legs. Sauter trying to take it off the puck. Does. Trying to control, peeling it off the boards. Mankato trying to take her off the puck, and they get it out of the zone. This should be an icing. Nice pressure there by Edina the last minute and a half. And all that effort results in a face-off in the opponent's zone, so we'll see if we can do something with that. And I'll reiterate everything that happened in the last minute and a half that allowed us to win a face-off and put it in the back of the net. Fitzgerald wins the face-off. Williamson down to the corner. Fitzgerald, the thievery. Trying to center it. Morgan centers it. No one's home. Mankato now should get an exit, but that hits a skate. Mankato, I feel, is playing with like just a little bit of a desperation. Little bit as far as how they're closing on the puck and, you know, sending 2 or 3. Little helter-skelter, but Edina's controlling the zone time, so that probably has a lot to do with it. Nice play there by Shoot to tie her up, otherwise Mankato had a 2-on-1. Morgan touches it up to herself, shot.
Right in the belly!
Save.
One move!
Kind of like those jerseys. I mean, I don't really like black and purple, but they're not bad.
Yeah, no, they're good looking.
Sweets are back at the point. Shot, that's escorted high off the glass in the corner. Heinen, trying to collect it. Carter punching it to the far boards. Mankato trying to get it out. Carter collects. Nice job and patience by Carter to negate the offsides. What an individual effort by Elsa Carter. Pad save by Weary. Wake her up. She hasn't seen a lot of action this third period. So those saves are a lot tougher than they look when you haven't had any rubber thrown your way. Williamson over to Sweetster.
Oh, just take it. Go.
Sweetster now, cross neutral ice. Sweetster gets it deep into the corner. Heinmiller. Heinmiller still controlling, trying to get to McGarvey. She's tied up. McGarvey with a move. Hard shot on the ice, and that just goes through the paint. Shoot, trying to walk it in, gets it low to Hoffman. Hoffman centering pass to McGarvey, shot safe, loose. Rebound, still loose, and that's going to slip to the corner. Don't even call that.
Get up, get up, get up, get up.
That was a collision.
Yeah, there's no way that was a call.
Isn't that a penalty?
8:30 left in the third period. Well, it was a quick stick lift, and she lost an edge. There was no body there, and then when she lost an edge, she went down, and McGarvey fell on her. So, I mean, it's a good piece of officiating. I would say the exact same thing if the tables were turned, but that's a good no call. I mean, I felt that was a really good no call. They probably saw it the way I saw it, but. Got Ellison if you want her. Up to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to go through the legs and hits a skate. Shoot trying to help her out. Hoffman shoves that to the slot area. Mankato able to come away with it. Nelson touches it in, keeps it in. Mankato trying to collect back.
Oh, nice.
Fitzgerald now. Backyard hockey. Winds. Shot. Into the breadbasket again. Yeah. Yep. Very fortunate to keep it a one-goal game. Mankato dodging bullets, as they say. Back to Williamson. Williamson touches that in the far corner. Morgan now chasing. Morgan collecting, spinning. Nice job by Fitzgerald in the back check, and fortunate to get an offside call there or a slash, one of the two. And we're fortunate to get that whistle because if it's on us, I feel like there was maybe not control, and Mankato had an opportunity to, well, they would have been 1-0. So Edina will go on the kill, so I believe this evens things up in the penalty department. This is the second on Edina, and I believe Mankato's had 2. 7:15 remaining left here in the third period. 1.5 minutes on the clock for the penalty. And puck controlled by Mankato as they center that. And that just goes paint high as Carter tries to get it out. And she does, and Mankato will take a offsides. I mean, we may have had control. I mean, the whistle sometimes, a little late, getting out of the mouth of the official, but I thought Mankato would have had an opportunity to at least get a shot off. Mankato now controlling in their own zone. Or in our zone, excuse me. I wish they were in their own zone. Puck's loose, goal. I think May got that. Yep. I know. Quick little pass. Yep. She had a couple of those against Eden Prairie. At least one or two of those. Or just was right there, just picked a spot and no doubter. Shoot now up to Hoffman. Hoffman touches that to the goaltender, and I guess we'll take a face-off. In a year or two, that will just be escorted over to the D. But for now, they cover it up and we get face-offs. 4-4 hockey game, 5:41 left in the third period. Mankato making the trip up to Prior Lake for the third straight day, trying to come away with a third straight win. One of their stronger skaters here entering the zone.
Scoring for Mankato, number 17, August Belts. That goal is unassisted. That's the Mavericks Belts. Unassisted time of the even straight goal of 9 minutes, 2 seconds.
High stick. Well, they played it, right? No, net's off. So 4:37 remaining. Is it just 4:37 remaining?
That's why Gia stopped.
4:37 remaining? Well, the cool thing is there's no clock. I mean, there's the game clock, but we don't have to be off the ice at a certain time. So that's pretty neat. Get to finish it out. And that goes off the goaltender's glove and flutters into the corner. Mankato now trying to exit. One of their stronger skaters able to get it out of the zone. Nice job by Carter to get in the way, so that knocked her off the puck a bit. Sweets are trying to get to McGarvey. Mankato now entering. Miller takes a whack at it.
No!
McGarvey turns it over, goal. Like I said, we've had a lot of those turnovers. A lot of them, too many at this point in the season. And that one, they finally made us pay. Well, hey, listen, I mean, as we said, after the first period, I didn't feel like, I mean, we were up 2-1, right? But I'm just like, I didn't feel like we were playing well. That first goal doesn't go in against most goalies, and that second goal we grinded for, and, you know, and Edina, they got to call a timeout, and these coaches got to figure it out pretty quick. You know, turnovers in their own zone, not moving the puck. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's late. It's late for girls not to show up to, you know, practice and focus. That stuff's got to be nipped in the bud a lot sooner. I was watching a little bit of Mariucci, and they came out flat, and they had to skate. I mean, they weren't focused. They were, you know, just going through the motions, and, you know, Peter put them on the line, and rightfully so. And it's, you know, I got in the car, and I just thinking to myself, I'm like, that is just way too late in the season to have to deal with that. You know, you got a week and a half before districts, or a week at that time, and I just thought, I've seen it. I've been on teams. I've been guilty of it myself, to where it's like, we're not there, we're not. And then you get in the first round of playoffs, and in my world, it was one and done back in the days of basketball. You know, there was there's no double elimination, losers bracket. We had a bad week of practice, and we were playing Ricori. Ricori came into our gym. We got the higher seed, and we thought that the higher seed meant that we were going to roll through it, and we got smoked. And in 32 minutes, because it was 8-minute quarter, so 32 minutes later, we're in the locker room, bawling our eyes out because our season was done and we were seniors. And I think back to the week and a half, and I guarantee Cold Spring had better practices than we did. We just were flat. Sauter now collecting, and Edina's going to have a big glass of urgency here with 3:19 remaining, because we need one, and we need one bad. You look at our bench, and you look at Mankato's bench. Mankato looks like they're ready to go to the Super Bowl. Our bench looks exhausted. No energy, no chatter. Someone's got to take a leadership position and get these girls pumped up, whether it's a player or somebody. They're dead. We need McGarvey or somebody to give us a spark on the ice. Heinmiller trying to be that spark. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
What was that? Roughing?
So Mankato makes a very, very poor decision and takes a ill-timed penalty with 2:22 remaining here in the third period. So it'll give Edina our fourth power play opportunity. Right? I think we scored on the last power play, all for the first two. So we'll get a minute and a half of the next 2:22 left on the power play. Or a minute and a half of the next 2:22 of the game.
Oh my God.
Shoot the puck!
Right.
You gotta have somebody back there that can shoot that puck. Especially when you win a face-off like that. See if Morgan and Fitzgerald can now replicate what they did last. I believe it was Morgan and Fitzgerald, right? Or was it Sauter to Fitzgerald? Fitzgerald turns it over. Carter trying to get it deep. We got 53 left on the power play. Mankato trying to muscle it out. Sauter doing a good job of holding it in. That's going to fall to the corner where Mankato will try to backhand that up the near boards here. Nice play by Sauter to get the body in the way. The puck's going to spit to Morgan. $1:28 left in the game to McGarvey. Shot right in the bread basket. We're going to have a little bit of extracurricular. Mankato wants a penalty, and I think they're probably going to get one.
Kick it.
I didn't. I saw. I saw KK rush towards the net. I mean, did she get her stick in there or something? I didn't. Or did? Yeah, I didn't. Well, I mean, the reaction from the parents, there must have been something. I didn't see it, but Mankato was very adamant that there should be a call.
Going back down here tomorrow.
Oh, if we're lucky. I mean, I don't know if I'm coming back down here tomorrow night. Might try to hit that Lifetime sauna.
Congratulations, necessity guys. Number 13, Catherine McGarvey, 2 points for slashing. That's the Hornets McGarvey for slashing. Catherine McGarvey, 13-37. There's less than 1 minute remaining in the third period, 1 minute. And the Mavericks now on the power play.
Morgan now collects in the corner. 40 left in the game. Stick in the skates, no call. Back to the point. Shot. Mankato tips that wide. Morgan looking for a centering pass. It's a goal. What a timely goal with 28 seconds left. I believe that's a short-handed goal. So everything going Mankato's way. Up a goal. They're on the power play. Morgan just does what you're supposed to do, throw it to the center of the ice. Now Mankato might take a timeout. So Mankato will still be on the power play. They'll have 35, well they'll have the rest of the game if there's no more infractions. I don't know if you want to be really tugging on, I mean, we're lucky to be 5-5. I mean, yeah, we're fortunate to be 5-5 for sure. So now we'll have to keep an eye on the face-off. The last time 15 drew it back. Gotta believe they'll have 15 on the face-off. They won't, they'll roll with 8. So they'll put a little bit of a power line out there. So they're gonna leave 15 on the bench. Interesting. I thought 15 might be one of their stronger players, but maybe not. I mean, I'm not a Mankato expert. I know 8 is faster. I'll say, if Fitzgerald can take that to the house, then tug on that jersey. Tug on that jersey all you want. Overtime. I believe it goes 5 on. I believe it goes 5 on 5 and then 4 on 4. I could be wrong.
That's in regulation. Overtime session. Well, 1 minute rest period followed by a 5-minute stop time. 5 on 5 overtime session.
Yeah, I know you go 5 on 5, and then I know you go 4 on 4, I believe, and then I think you do shoot out. So we've got 7 seconds left on the kill, the overtime period. So Edina will be shorthanded for the puck drop in about 4 seconds after. And even strength now, so let's see if Edina can just control it a bit. So we get 5-on-5 action, which we do. Morgan behind the net, centering pass. we on the mic? Okay. Well, we dodged. I mean, that's the biggest bullet you can dodge. Ah, they're just taking her off the puck. Nobody home. Nice pass. Get over to Ellison. You got L. You got L. Got somebody. Fast to that fucking puck. Come on, Gia. God, another one. Frick. We got a minute and a half, so we're gonna have to really kill this one off. Obviously, commentator of the year right here. Like, you're gonna really have to kill this one off. Shot, juicy rebound. Got to control that. Got to glove that bad boy. Hasn't seen a lot of shots though. No, if that's right, it's only seen 17 shots.
My advice is this against Edina's percent. Let's shoot towards the hooking. That's the Hornets shoot for hooking time right now, 13-52.
Get it out of there.
There's 1 minute remaining overtime. 1 minute.
That's what I thought you should do. Put Morgan back there at D. Let her get some ice to try to operate. 20 seconds left in the power play. Step up. Got to get back to full strength. That should. Oh no, that's going to be nice. God dang, that was close. Is the mic on or no? Oh, sweet. All right. God, that was close, because if that it's not an ice, we get back to full strength. So now we got to win this face-off, and nobody better to do that than Fitzgerald. See if she can get an important face-off win here. Loose at the dot, shot that deflects wide, and Edina's at full strength.
Morgan's full strength.
And here comes, I believe, Morgan. Yeah, Morgan came flying on that one. 3-on-2. And that's it. Now we believe we have 4-on-4. I believe. What a weird predicament to be in.
Our first overtime session, we will now have a 1 minute rest period, followed by another 5-minute sudden death overtime stop time session. Teams will switch ends and skate the 4 skaters inside.
What's up, Teagues? It's an intense game. I know. I'm gonna go hit the blackjack tables after this. I don't gamble, but tonight might be a good time to start. That's what happens, Tegan. If you lose, you go in the loser's bracket. If you win, you go in the winner's bracket. And Mankato right now is kicking themselves because they had a penalty shot and didn't hit the net. Yeah, that I was surprised that she didn't get a better shot off than that. I thought she was for sure going to go dangle fest. Nervous though. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. I mean, you're playing Edina. It's a first district game. It's playoffs. A win gets into regions, I believe. Or pretty much dang near locks up regions. And you're taking a penalty shot to put your team on the back. All right, so here we go. So we have to have the belief that we can do it. And just so you know, my commentating skills are shot. Like, I'm speechless most of the game, but I will try to figure this part out. They might try to match up lines. Otherwise, I don't know why Ellison's not in there. I don't. They might try to match up. They might be trying to match up lines though. But sudden death. So, and we're gonna have a penalty, and we'll take it. Mankato taking another penalty. I mean, they took one late in the game, and now they take one with 4-on-4 action. There you go. Got to get Ellison back out there.
It's probably gonna go good.
You get a face-off win. Ellison can just hold it for a second. Nope. Get it over to Ellison. God, it had to go right over to Ellison. Nice play by Morgan to keep it in. Ellison now, one to beat. Shot wide. That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought she'd get loose. They only have 3 out there. So she can usually get past that first and second one with only one other one to beat, or 1.5 to beat. And she did. So we get another face-off win here. I like Morgan crashing and knocking a dirty one home. Oh, she had it. Ooh. Yeah, Fitzgerald's got that. She's got that right where she wants it. Yep. God dang, just a split second and that's been back to shoot. Fitzgerald entering. Shot, save. .25 left in the power play. Nice pass down to Sauter. Goal! I think that's Sauter that got it, right? Well, I was close. I thought Morgan was going to get the trash, but Sauter got it, so we'll take it either way.
Wow. Well, the next one ain't gonna